Alright, the next step in filming your business profile video is actually going out to the business location and filming. That brings us to production. So you're on your way to the shoot, scheduled to arrive 15 minutes early. Hopefully, you called ahead to figure out the parking situation. It might sound kind of funny, but a good tip is to know the name of the customer before you walk in the door. If you don't know their name, it could cause for a very embarrassing and awkward situation. I want to stress the importance of a courteous and professional interaction you have with the customer. The tone and success of most pieces are determined within the first 15 minutes of every shoot. Politely introduce yourself to everyone you meet, and ask to see the contact from your call sheet. Go over the production checklist with the customer, and inform them that they'll be signing off on it at the end of the shoot. Let them know that you're first going to start off with the interviews and testimonials, and then from there, you'll go on to shoot the B-roll. Ask if you can get a tour of the space. Often they'll point out aspects of the business that they absolutely must have in a video, and things that they'd rather not see. When looking for an interview space, I look for 3 things: lighting, audio, and whether that particular space shows off the business. You'll have to make a judgment call, attempting to find a balance between these 3 things, as you'll often have to make some compromises. Inform the customer you'll be interviewing him or her, or a designated spokesperson, and perhaps 1 or 2 more additional employees or patrons of the business. We'll call these secondary interviews or testimonials. Have everyone that will appear in the interviews and testimonials sign a release. The cameras do not roll until the releases are signed. When on location, make sure to put up a sign that says "Filming in Progress." The interview with the customer is going to be short. I pick 3 or 4 questions. The testimonials will be even shorter, maybe just 1 or 2 questions. Have your subject look directly in the camera as they answer the questions. Make sure that the questions that you'll be asking relate directly to the messages the business owners are trying to get across. I recommend getting the testimonials right after your primary interview, in the same location for sake of time. If you can slightly shift or change framing easily within the space, go for it. Remember, you generally have 90 minutes to get everything, so allocate your time accordingly. After you're done shooting your interviews and testimonials, you're ready to move on to your B-roll. Take a look at your production checklist, and keep in mind all the customer's primary messages. Typically, I try to grab some wide shots first, then I go in for some close-ups. I try not to take too slow of pans. You only have 90 minutes, so just get in, get out, move on to your next shot. Stick to your checklist and make sure you're hitting all the primary messages. If you feel like you've completely covered all the primary messages, sit down with the customer and go over it with them. At the end of that session, have them sign off on the production checklist. Make sure you're leaving the business in the same condition as when you came in. Inform the business owner that you're leaving and that they can expect to see an edit within the week, at which point they can sign off. Alright, so that's a wrap on your video. So that's a wrap on your video productions. Alright, so that's a wrap on your business profile video shoot. Okay, so that's a wrap on your video shoot. Okay, so that's a wrap on your business profile shoot. Now you're ready to take your footage home and start up with your post-production. Got it?
Yeah, that's good.